Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Mauricio Cadavid. I'm the Senior Instructional Designer with Academic Technologies and Innovation. And I am coming today to bring you a very quick overview of Canvas. That is our new LMS that we're switching from Blackboard to Canvas. And some of you, if you've never seen it, this will be the first time that you actually get to be in Canvas. So let's talk a little bit about it. To access the Canvas, like you're going to do any other services for the campus, you're going to go through your My Coyote website, which means that you're going to have to do your single sign-on, which is the dual authentication. You got to make sure that you do that, because even if you try to access Canvas outside of My Coyote, it is always going to take you into the single sign-on, for the university. Next, you're going to click on your My Coyote once you are inside. You're going to see the logo for Canvas, which is right here on the right. And once you click on it, it's going to take you by default to the dashboard. The dashboard is where you're going to find all of the courses that are currently being published. Now, a couple of things about the Canvas when you're in is you're going to notice a global navigation. It's going to look something like this. It may look a little bit different to you. I'm looking at it from the administrative part. You should be looking at it from the student part. But a couple of the things that you will find are your account information. This is where you're going to be able to upload your pictures, update your emails, notifications, etc. The next thing that you're going to find, not the admin, that's for me. Faculty would also see this, so you're not going to see the admin. The dashboard is by default the place where it's going to take you. And again, as I mentioned, this is where you're going to find the published courses, meaning the courses that you're actually taking. Now, when I say published, what I also mean is you may be taking a class and then you log into Canvas and you don't see it here. That may not be, it may be for one or two reasons. The first one is you may not be enrolled in the class yet, or even if you are, the faculty is still working on that class, making sure that they add everything that they need to add, and they have not made it available to you. In Canvas, that's called publishing. So if the faculty member, if your professor has not yet published the course, you're not going to find it in your dashboard. The next is going to be a list of all of your courses. So the dashboard shows you your current courses, and I'm going to show you that in a sec. The courses tab is going to show you every course that you've taken here at Cal State San Bernardino, or every course that you've been enrolled in. If this is your first time, at Cal State, let's say that spring is your first time at Cal State, or fall was your first time, and you only took 2 or 3 classes, etc. When you go to the courses tab, you're only going to see those. Someone like me who's been here for many, many years, when I click on it, I see a lot of courses there. The next tab that you're going to see is groups. If you are put into groups in any of your classes, even if it's one class, when you click on these groups, it'll show you the different, the group that you're enrolled in. If you're taking 2, 3, 4 classes, for example, in each of those classes, the professor is asking you to work in a group, you can access those groups here without having to go, excuse me, into the actual course to access your group. You can just simply click on here, and then you'll access all of your groups. And then the calendar is a global calendar, meaning that all the due dates, anything that is coming up, all the past dates, any announcements that have dates on it for all of your courses will be located here. If you want to see your specific due dates for a specific class, you can go into the class and look at it. But for all of your classes, they will be right here. And then, then the last thing that you're going to see in this global navigation is the inbox. That serves a little bit as an email. It is all of the messages, either messages that have been sent from the faculty to you or to the class, or other students. You can send emails inside Canvas or messages inside Canvas, and this is where you will see them. So remember, this is global navigation. This is not for inside of your course. And it's a good idea if you get familiarized with this navigation. Now, let's assume that you're having problems. Yes, you can contact my office, which is ATI, or student supports, TNS, but there's also a help button. At the bottom of where it says inbox, you're going to see something that says history. Don't really have to worry about that right now. That's just going to be all of the different things that you have done from the moment that you started, using Canvas. Right now, if you click on it, there's not going to be anything there. So don't worry about that one. But the help button is, if you need any help, you can just click on that help button. And you're going to see that cute little panda, pop up. Some of the things that you're going to be able to do is chat with support, dedicated support only for students. You can actually call, there's the phone number for call. You can send your instructor a question about something is not working, etc., directly from here, report a problem, etc. And at the bottom, you see that it says show welcome tour. You can actually at any point always go there, click on it, and then there's going to be a self-guided tour of Canvas so that you get, to familiarize yourself with, with Canvas. So that's it with this. Let me go ahead and stop sharing that. And now we are going to go into the actual Canvas for you to see. So this is a sandbox, right? This is not a real course. And I'm looking at it. You see the colors at the bottom as a student, just so that you can see sort of what I'm telling you. As you can see, if I go to dashboard, I don't have any other courses as a student right now. So it doesn't show me anything else. If I go to courses, it just simply shows me, the course where I'm at. My calendar will be, again, all of the calendar dates, if there were anything date. Inbox, obviously, I don't have student emails. Nobody's sending me an email through here, so I don't have anything. But here's my help button, okay, as a student, and I am able to access that. So let's go back to the course so that you can, get a little bit familiarized with the things that you're going to see here. All courses are going to have a home page, and again, it all depends also on how your faculty uses it. Not all courses are going to look the same, but in general, they're going to have the same sort of navigation, which is going to be a home welcome page. It's going to look something like this. And then on your left, right, where I'm showing you here, where I'm highlighting, you notice that I'm inside the course. This is your course navigation. So again, there's a difference between your global navigation, which is on that bar on the left, right? That's for all of Canvas, for all of your courses, and then your course navigation, which is right here. You can always hide it by clicking on that course navigation menu, or click it again, to show what you're doing. Again, every class is going to look different. We would want, faculty to look, to create their courses around the same, to have around the same things. But, some faculty are going to have certain things in a certain order. But this is where you're going to find your navigation. So if it is going to be a Zoom class, there's going to be a link here for you to access Zoom, etc. Your grades are always going to be here on your left-hand side. If I click on it, right, I really haven't done anything. So that's why, there's nothing here, but this is how the grade book would look. And you will be able to see when it was due, if you did it, meaning if it's missing, or if it's late, etc., how many points that particular assignment is, in the score that you got. You can also arrange it, per module or assignment groups. This is if you had any sort of groups, but I like to do by due dates, right? You can also just click on print grades, and it's going to give you a list of everything, and you're going to be able to print. And that's how the grades look like. But the core of how you're going to navigate, excuse me, Canvas, is going to be through something that is called modules. And it's going to look something like this. Now, you can access your whole course just by looking. There's module 1, module 2, anything else that the faculty may do. You can have 10 modules, 15 modules. These could be called topics. It doesn't really matter. But what matters is how you're going to navigate through them. All courses are going to have the start here page, and it will look something like this. The moment that you're in, it's going to say, getting started. And you'll notice that at the bottom right, there is a next button. So Canvas works like this. You don't really go. I mean, you could technically speaking be in your modules and then just say, oh, I'm going to go to technology requirements, and then click on it. And this is what it would look like. But Canvas is designed so that you have sequential learning, which means that when you start here at the beginning, it's almost like a book. You can just go to the next chapter. This is going to be about meeting your instructor. You click next and it's going to take you to the next part. This is a Canvas tutorial video that some of you will have access to depending if the instructor makes the video available or not. Again, I'm going to go next, and then I'm going to continue to do this. If there are assignments or files or anything that, a quiz or a discussion, the faculty can actually put those links here, and then you will be able to actually navigate through them. But this is how you navigate. You go forward with the next, or previous, and then it'll take you back here. So that's sort of how you navigate. Again, you can always come back and hit on modules. Let's say that you're done with module 1 and you just wanted to go to module 2, right? And then you click on module 2, and then the faculty could have videos like this embedded, etc. And you can always just simply click the next and go. And this is all through like module 2. Once you are done with module 2, then you can just either come back and go to the next module, right? Or you can just simply continue to navigate through there. So that's how it sort of works. Most courses are going to have a syllabus, which you're going to be able to have access to. And this syllabus right here just simply shows you the things that are due. If it is a discussion, you click on the discussion. And it's going to look like something like this. Just simply going to click on the discussion. And then there is a reply button right here at the bottom, right? So you're going to click on that reply button, and then you're going to be able to just use, the text editor. You're going to be able to use, anything that you need here. You can add images, you can add links, etc. To your discussions, and then you will click on post reply. So that's right there. Most of these other things here on your left-hand side will depend specifically on the course that you are taking. If you have a professor that uses a particular book from something that is called Follett, then you will click there and you will have access to the book here. Obviously, I'm a student and I don't have any classes, so that's why there isn't any enrollment or information here. But if the professor had the book here, this is where you would find it. Also, if the professor is going to be taking attendance, you will click under quickly attendance, and then you just simply answer a question or two when the professor puts it. But that's really pretty much how you will be navigating through. Let me move this image because I have my Zoom controls here on the top. The other thing that you were going to see is when you are inside a particular module of this, you may be tempted to click on the top. You see, for example, it shows this is where I am. And then you see something that is called pages. But pages is not located on your left-hand side. That's because this section is not allowed to you. Everything, and that's where you're going to see that page has been disabled for this course. And that's because everything in Canvas that you're creating or the faculty create is called a page. Like this is a page. All of these are pages. See, each of these is a page that the professor is just simply putting together. And so even though you navigate through them, even if I go to discussions, for example, right, it's going to show me where I am. I am in the discussions, right? But if you are inside a particular module, and then that module, you see that it says pages, you're going to click on it, and by default is going to take you right into the front. And being here, the last thing that I wanted to show you is that you also have something that is called an immersive reader. When you click on immersive reader, this will be sort of for like accessibility. So it's going to get rid of everything, that you are doing, that all images and stuff like that. And then you'll be able to click this little play. And what it does is that it's going to help you navigate, through the pages, right? It could be helpful or not, but that's what immersive reader is. The course stream, when you click on it, it's actually is going to show you any messages that have been sort of sent to you, anything that the faculty has updated. So if the faculty says, there's a new assignment, it'll show here. I have graded the quizzes. It'll show here. Let me go back to home. Then you're going to see your course calendar. Remember, on the left-hand side, you have all of your classes calendars. On the right side, you have your course calendar. When you click on it, this is going to be just for this course. You notice here on the right-hand side, it's just going to be for that particular course. Let me go back. And then the last thing is notifications. Anytime that there is a notification, you can either enable it or disable it. That means that when the faculty does anything in the course, or if you do a discussion board and then somebody else comes and responds to you, and they reply to it, you're going to get a notification saying that so-and-so, the classmate just replied to your comment, or that a professor just graded something or sent you a message, etc. And that's pretty much it. This has been a very quick review of what Canvas will look like for the students. On the student side, quick introduction. Remember that you also have your help button. You can always have any questions that you want in here. You can also do your own tour. I hope that has helped. Again, I'm Mauricio Cadavid, and I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. Thanks.